All right, it's Thursday. Who's ready for some action? Putting this out early because I totally forgot to do the rough draft of the Rosetta Stone yesterday, right? So I'm putting it out early, and then I am still going to do the stream at 5:40 again today, just to make sure you answer any last second questions you have, and make sure no injury news breaks. Not that fucking we got any useful fucking news yesterday, but I think it's still important to be around. And if you don't want to be there, that's cool. I'm just going to do it for the people that do. There was like 30, 35 of you in there yesterday. That's enough for me to cut out that time of my day. And by the way, I got to tell you, if you're enjoying these daily Rosetta Stones, you realize one thing. These are only possible because of P. Lewis. P. Lewis, if you haven't heard me say that name, he's on the Discord. The man is a fucking saint. He does this out of the kindness of his heart. I thank him in little ways, by giving him free tickets and stuff because, he doesn't have to do this, and he does. And this Rosetta Stone has won a lot of you guys a lot of money. And so you treat that man like royalty around here. P. Lewis. Okay, because he's a good dude. He sets all this up and makes it possible. And now on these 2-game slates, it legit takes me and the editor maybe 30 minutes to get set up. Whereas in the past, it would have been a good 2 hours, and that would be a lot of time that we're dedicated to doing these 2-game slates every fucking day. But I can find 30 minutes. Okay, plus they're fun. I really enjoy building these fucking lineups. So. Yeah, and last night didn't go well for me. I managed somehow to backdoor like 2 or 3 of my cash lineups in there, but I still was down probably only 20% cash, 80% loss. So with that fucking crazy quarterback situation with Northern Illinois playing that true freshman out of nowhere, that fucking stupid, retarded fucking coach they had, you could just look and be like, that guy's dumb as fuck. And you could tell. He's like, hey, I'm just going to get my ass kicked playing this freshman because, fuck winning and fuck my career and, not getting fired 2-7. Okay, I'm done tilting. So we're on to tonight. Tonight, the good news is it doesn't look like we're going to be sweating any injury news. Just a whole bunch of weird committees. Okay. Hey, before I get to that, are we just going to ignore that Ice Dog 08 just casually won the main GPP last night for 10 grand with a single fucking bullet? Are we just going to ignore that? He just so casually put it in there. One lineup takes the whole motherfather down. I love it. And here's the best part for me. Is every single one of those players was on the stone, right? And he made a very logical lineup, right? Took a bunch of high upside guys. Where he really did it, where he really got it, was this Thornton from NIU. Who go back and look at go back and look. He was on there. He was a GPP play for NIU, and that was the nuts play, right? He took a lot of pretty obvious plays. You can see all those guys were mega chalk, and then he went on there and got the one guy, the one punt, and it hit, and he fucking got there. Now, I got to say, Ice Dog, I love that you have a dog as your avatar, so I dig that. Not going to give you any shit about Showdown Hoedown flag because I'd rather have my dog on there than the flag too. But what I got to say is, how the hell do you not tweet this at me, okay? How do you not tweet this at me? This is incredible to win 10 grand at college football on a Wednesday night. Truly incredible. So anyways, and by the way, I've really kind of stopped posting screenshots of my own shit. I basically have a rule that if I don't win at least $20,000, I'm not going to post my stuff. It just seems a little like needy, right? But at the same time, I would be a fool not to recognize that the number one thing that drives people to following me and building my my whatever you want to call it, viewership, is simply just screenshots. People fucking love screenshots, right? And so what I love is when you guys hit these big ones that you fucking tweet them at me, because these are motherfather wins, right? I'm not saying motherfather wins doesn't mean that it's because of me. Motherfather wins just means it's a big win from one of my motherfathers. I hope that's clear. So anyways, Ice Dog, you still have time to tweet it at me. And if you don't got the Twitter, go fucking make one. Okay, I'm done. That's just exciting, man. I get really excited when you guys win real money. I really do. $10,000. I don't give a fuck who you are. $10,000 is legit money. I mean, that's like fucking exciting money. That's dancing in the streets naked money. Okay. We got a little two-game skier tonight. Let's talk about it real quick. It's a shit show, but not in the same way last night was a shit show, right? It's a shit show in that we don't have usage monsters, right? There's no like, I got to play this guy. And once again, the pricing is very soft. It's going to be pretty easy to get most of the guys you want in there. There's a couple guys that are in the upper 6s and 7s, a couple expensive quarterbacks. So you might have to punt at one spot. But, it's not like, what was that, 2 nights ago when you literally could just go play any guys you want because nobody was over 6,000. So let's get going. I think of these 2 games, it would appear the App State CC game is going to be better. Is that College of Charleston? Swear to God, I haven't even looked. Is that now I'm going to go look. Fuck. I don't want to just keep saying CC and covering up the fact that I don't know. Oh, Coastal Carolina. I'm a fucking moron. You fucking moron. I actually like Coastal Carolina. I'm pretty sure that's where Dustin Johnson played college golf, too. Okay, so of these two games, this game seems to be the better one to target. However, last night, I think the game that we said was the better one to target ended up being the less good one to target, and the other one kind of had the better plays in it, right? The what was it? The Bowling Green game. That one ended up being the better one. So, I'm just saying for cash, with these bigger team totals, significantly bigger team totals, more efficient offenses and poor defenses, this is probably the one you want to target more. As you can see, there's definitely more cash game plays over here. But, if you want to get different, especially in GPPs, get over here. But I think you want to grab at least 2 or 3 pieces in cash from this game also. All right, let's talk about it. Let's just go by position, right? If you can't tell, I had to make 3 running back slots. By the way, I say I. The editor had to do it. I don't do that shit. I can't handle that. I'm like, I can't do it. I got P. Lewis and I got the editor that figured this shit out. So I had to do 3 running back slots because these motherfather teams have some of the worst running back by committees I have ever seen in my life. I mean, it's fucking crazy. All right, so we're going to start at quarterback. Gavin Hardison, he's kind of the punk guy that probably no one's going to play him at cash, so he would be viable at GPPs. 22-point team total, the smallest on here. He's not a particularly great quarterback, not efficient, so don't love him. Don't love him, Bob. Don't love him. But you know what? In a GPP, he could get there. That Bauer guy last night, I thought he was high upside, and he was definitely the key to winning at quarterback. You come over here to Rice. I think that your choices need to probably be between hold on. I have my little model up over here real quick. Position. Let's go look at quarterback. Okay. Let me get App State and Rice. Who else do we got? App State, Rice, UTEP. So, of the quarterbacks, I think that you definitely are going to need to play McCall, right? I think he's the best option. He gets it done. He can get it done with his legs. He passes, the 5 rushes attempt, and he's pretty quick. He has a good offense, a good team total. And you're saying, well, what about Bryce? He has a bigger team total. I agree. Bryce is a pretty good play too, but they run the shit out of the ball at App State. They run the shit out of the ball at Coastal Carolina too, but at least McCall gets some of those carries, right? So I think McCall is definitely the quarterback you're going to want to play. And then at the super flex, I think you can go McMannon or Bryce. I would err on the side of Bryce if you can make the money work. I mean, that extra $1,600 savings is nice. But what's the point difference between these guys? I think I got them projected at about a 3-point difference. So if that extra $1,600 is going to help you get where you don't have to punt at running back or receivers, that might be it. So there's your 2. Grayson McCall's definitely a cash play, and then I think you're between McMannon and Bryce for your other cash play. I just put Bryce as cash because if you have the money, you should just always take the safer points, right? All right, at running back, we're just going to go team by team here. UTEP, as my dude Asaqual pointed out, Flores is not a running back, but they have him listed as a running back. And on this slate, that actually makes him really appealing to me. I want to play a non-running back at the running back because the running back slate tonight is so gross. So gross. So to me, he's a cash play. He's getting almost 9 targets a game, 5 catches. He scores, and at 4,000, what does he got to do to pay off? If he gets 4 catches for 60 yards, you're set, right? 5 catches for 50 yards, you're there. That's more than enough. He falls into the box, you're dancing in the streets naked. Their 2 actual running backs, the guys that actually run the ball, are Hankins and Awatt. They're both very cheap. If you think that UTEP's going to move the ball tonight, I think these guys are very appealing in a GPP. You move over here to Rice. Ari Broussard's kind of been their guy all year, but then last week he just kind of fucking started getting phased out, and it's really tough whenever you're trying to look at a big picture. You would think Ari Broussard, he just gets more carries, more touches, right? But it would appear as though this Cameron Montgomery last week took a lot of plays from him at 3,200. If he's going to continue to get those touches, which we don't know, a lot of projecting at college football, I think he's a high upside guy if he gets those. I don't know if I could put him in cash, but I can definitely put him in a GPP lineup. Moving over here to App State, another just running back by committee that's a mess. It's like 58 guys get carries. I really think Noel and Peoples are really good. The good news is they run the ball amazingly, right? Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they had 300 rushing yards tonight. Bad news is it might be divided over 6 fucking running backs. So I really like it for GPPs. I personally don't want to build my cash lineup around crazy running back committees. That's just how I am. I'm a pussy like that. Well, as soon as I say that, then I come over here to Coastal Carolina. They have a committee, but it's not really a committee, right? It's more of a timeshare. If you don't understand, a timeshare is 2 guys. Like, running back by committee is like 3, 4, 5, 10 guys like App State. I think the safer one of these 2 is Beasley. He seems to get a few more touches a game, 13 rushes. He's getting the 2 receptions. So 15 touches at 5,400 in a team with a high team total. It's going to be hard to not have him in there. By the way, I don't know if it's a smart idea. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm pretty sure my cash lineup has 4 fucking Coastal Carolina guys. I don't know if that's very smart. Let me look. My current cash lineup right now, I like to kind of build one as a filler in case I forget. So let's see here. Upcoming. Oh, good. It only has 3. All right. I guess I don't have. Okay. I don't want to tell you who I don't have. I don't want you sweaty bastards copying my lineup. Although if you would have copied it last night, joke's on you. Fucking lost my cash streak because of that stupid fucking NIU coach. Get the fuck out of here. And then Reese is very viable as a GPP play. All right, let's get to receivers. UTEP, I'm spending my money at receiver tonight. Wide receiver number ones just get there a lot more in college than they do in NFL, right? So I'm spending my money at wide receiver tonight. That's where I want to spend it. So I feel like Tyron Smith at 11 targets a game, you got to have him in your lineup. I know they don't have a great team total, but fuck. You're just playing. He has to beat all the other receivers, right? And I'm not even worried about how much he pays per dollar. I just need a nice, safe wide receiver floor, and he probably gives you a 8 to 12 point floor. I like that. Kelly Akahiri, if you want to play a punt in GPP, that's probably your guy from UTEP if you're doing some weird UTEP stack. Over here for Rice, they have 2 really good options, I think. I think Luke McCaffrey, yeah. He is moved. He was a running back. I've heard some other McCaffreys are running backs, and got moved to receiver. He is been very good at it. 9 targets a game, 6 catches. You gotta like that. You gotta just take those safe points, right? Because you know how frustrating it is when you play a guy and he's not even on the fucking field. Have I mentioned that I'm pissed about the NIU quarterback situation last night? It's hard to score when you're not on the field, Lynch. Stupid fucking coach. How many times have I said that now? 6? Stupid fucking coach. There's 7. I think this Bradley Rosner is really appealing too. He is definitely their wide receiver number 2. They do have a 26-point team total, so he's interesting. If I have to go one, I'm definitely going McCaffrey, though. Finding the money to pay for McCaffrey. And then I got a couple punts on here, some guys that run a lot of routes and been getting some targets if you want to go with a weird Rice stack. And by the way, when I say weird, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean, a weird stack's usually what's going to win you a GPP, right? All right, App State. Don't love any of their receivers. I mean, just like running back, they're just like, it's like they just are, their goal is to play 58 guys. I mean, their highest guy doesn't even average 5 targets a game. I think one of them or 2 of them are very, very, very viable in GPPs, but none of those motherfuckers are going to be touching my cash lineup. That's just how it's going to be. I'd rather just go play the usage monsters. And CC has those usage monsters, right? Pinckney getting 9 targets a game. Jarrett Brown only gets 6, but he's hyper efficient. He catches it, and he tends to get longer passes. So those 2 are very viable. If I have to pick one, I'm definitely going Pinckney. I'm always going to take the targets. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure there was a Pinckney from Carolina at the Constitutional Convention. I think he was one of the Southerners that was like, fuck this, we're not signing it. We're not signing your damn Declaration of Independence. I think it's the same Pinckney that went on to make Pinckney's treaty with Spain. I quit teaching this shit a while ago. I'm rusty as fuck now. Oh, what did I just do? Get the fuck back. Okay, so that's who I'm playing, right? So there you go. Cash plays, to me, I'm paying up. I'm probably going to find a way to get Smith, McCaffrey, and Pinckney in there. I want to just pay for the safe floors. This Flores guy, if he's going to be wide receiver number 1 at UTEP, I think you get him in there. At quarterback, I think you want to definitely play Grayson McCall, and then you pick between Bryce and McMahon. You might need to go McMahon to get the salary relief that you want. And if you're looking at this, it looks like a 4 wide receiver night to me. It looks like it might be a flex night, go receiver, right? Although I will say, if you make a lineup and you feel good trying to get one of these App State running backs in there. I mean, these guys do offer very safe floors. I think Peoples and especially Noel. I think Noel probably has, probably an 8 to 12 point floor, which is pretty nice. I don't know how much upside he has in a 58 person rotation, but they do have a 33.5 point team total, so someone's going to get there. I just like to take the volume. I'm a volume guy. So there you go. This is the rough draft. Don't forget, tonight at 5:40, just a quick 20-minute stream till 6 o'clock. Then I'm going to turn around at 6:05 once college football is locked, and I'm going to do a Thursday night football stream for all the professional football hardos, which is probably some of you motherfathers. Do that for about 25 minutes, and then hopefully I'm going to go play some basketball because the big guy's getting skinny again. You ever just wake up and have a goal? You're like, you know what? I've been being a lazy fuck. I want this. So my goal is by February. March, whenever we're going on that trip, which, by the way, I've had some interest, but no one's really, still got time to hit me up about going to either Austin or Orlando. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'm just trying to gauge interest to see if it's there. Plus, we need to know how big of a place to get. If no one's interested, well, we just got to get the one for the 4 of us. If there's, 8 people interested, well, we should probably get a bigger place. So hit me up about that. My goal is to be 230 by then. I've not been 230 pounds since like my start of my senior year at high school. I want to do it. 230. I couldn't imagine looking 230. Okay. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go make my NFL video for YouTube. See you, bye.